Every evening, across millions of homes, someone strikes a match and lights a small oil lamp. It is an ancient daily ritual performed with a singular intent: to invite peace and prosperity into the household. Yet, if you look closely at many of these same households, a paradox emerges. Families devoted to this daily practice remain plagued by persistent financial stress, recurring mental agony, and seemingly endless household conflicts. Ancient Vastu and spiritual texts point to a specific, widely ignored root cause for this disconnect. The physical lighting of the lamp has survived, but the strict mechanical and energetic rules governing it have been completely forgotten. Performing a spiritual ritual blindly, without understanding its structural rules, does not yield a neutral result. It can actually reverse the flow of energy, inviting the exact negative forces it is meant to repel. Look at your own evening setup. Are you placing a long, straight wick inside a ghee lamp? Are you lighting one lamp directly from the flame of another? In the realm of spatial energy, these mechanical errors act as active leaks that drain positive momentum right out of your home. To fix this, we have to dismantle these harmful habits and look at the precise, scientifically aligned blueprint for the evening lamp. Recognizing and correcting these specific mechanical errors is the mandatory first step to stopping the financial drain and putting an end to a cycle of misfortune. The foundation of this practice relies on the energetic difference between the two primary fuels: clarified butter, known as ghee, and heavy oils like mustard or sesame. This diagram maps the correct altar layout. On the left, the deity's right, place ghee. It strictly pairs with a round white cotton wick called a fulbati. On the right, the deity's left, place mustard or sesame oil, which demands a long, horizontal red thread wick. These different combinations serve entirely distinct purposes. Ghee actively purifies the surrounding air and acts as a magnet for wealth. Mustard and sesame oil act as defensive shields, neutralizing human enemies and heavy astrological afflictions, particularly those tied to Saturn. Matching the correct fuel with its specific wick shape and directional placement is the non-negotiable baseline. It is what closes the circuit and makes the spiritual hardware actually work. Once the lamp is built correctly, you have to time its activation. The texts identify a critical window known as Sandhya Vela, the precise twilight moment immediately after sunset, right before pitch black sets in. During this transition, nature quiets down and the atmosphere is highly receptive. Igniting the lamp within this exact window effectively burns away the stagnant, negative energy that accumulates in a house over the course of the day. To maximize this effect, the lamp needs to be in one of three ideal placements: inside the northeast temple, beside the courtyard tulsi plant, or directly at the main entrance. If you place it at the main door, you must observe a strict grounding rule. A lamp must never sit directly on the bare floor. It requires a physical base, like a small bed of raw rice grains, to break the direct contact with the ground. Timing your ritual captures the peak transition of cosmic energy, while placing a base under the lamp ensures the earth doesn't absorb the positive energy meant for your household. Even with the perfect setup, certain physical actions will actively destroy the benefits of the lamp. For example, using a cracked, unwashed, or chipped earthen lamp turns a tool of purification into a magnet for psychological stress. There is also a severe warning regarding financial stability. You should never light one lamp directly from the flame of another. Doing so transfers the energetic burden and rapidly invites debt into the home. When the ritual is complete, never extinguish the flame by blowing on it with your breath. Instead, it must either be put out gently by hand or, ideally, allowed to naturally consume its fuel. Finally, approaching the lamp with unwashed hands or lingering negative thoughts compromises the entire space. The physical cleanliness of the practitioner is part of the circuit. Actively avoiding these destructive habits is just as vital as following the spatial rules. One protects the energy you generate, the other ensures you generate it in the first place. When the physical rules of fuel, wick, placement, and time align, the flame transforms into an active, radiating energy center. This marks the shift from tamas, stagnant, suffocating darkness, to sat, which is active truth and illumination. The final catalyst to seal this energy is the voice. Chanting specific ancient verses, like the Shubham Karoti mantra, during the lighting process programs the flame's output with an explicit intention for health, wealth, and the destruction of enmity. By upgrading from a mindless daily habit to a mindful, scientifically aligned practice, a simple evening oil lamp becomes a permanent tool for profound peace and lasting prosperity.